At least I'm home. I can follow my intellectual pursuits. I offer a record! Covered in
You recording?
Yeah. Wait, let me check.
All right, welcome back. So much has changed since the 10,000 Days review. Carlos is in a different room now. That's it. Change. I changed the record behind me.
I'm in a
That's stripping. Every
space of mind. I'm enlightened.
Every episode, Scott will lose an item of clothing. So stay tuned for when Scott is naked.
He doesn't have that many more pieces either.
So today's playlist, we're doing another game, kind of like last playlist.
Terrible.
So what we're doing today is the word is going to be classic, a classic song that has stood the test of time. That's just a classic. So what we're going to be doing is everyone's going to put up a classic song or two that they like, and after each listen, we're going to talk about it and see how many of us knew the song prior to listening to it in the call. Yeah, so that's it. I can go first if you guys want, because I have some ready. So my first pick is going to be an absolute classic, which I think at least one of you guys will know. It's called Jukebox Hero by Foreigner.
This is on like Rock Band 2 type shit.
Foreigner is a rock
11
band.
minutes?
Yeah, so Foreigner is a rock band from, I don't know, like the 70s and 80s or something. I don't know exactly. Arena rock, and really big anthemic songs. I think you guys will know this song, hopefully. Ready?
Oh yeah, I should have picked Love Sosa.
All right. Thoughts. What do you guys think about this? What are your thoughts about it? What are you thinking in your mind?
It took me back to being like 10 years old, sitting in my basement playing GarageBand, and it still hit as hard. The song's a banger. A long time. I haven't listened to it in a long time, but I love the guitar solos at the end.
Yeah, I think I've heard this song too. One thing I'd like to point out is on the chorus. Obviously, the chorus is a freaking banger, like super angelic. All the instruments came in, but the synth behind it, I don't know if you guys heard it, was so good. That was probably my favorite part.
Very anthemic. Felt like very familiar. I don't think, maybe I've heard it. I don't know. I don't think I've heard it. And I like the story of the, the 5-string guitar, but it didn't work or whatever, some shit like that, about like the love of music or creating music. Cause that was, good story.
Quintessential like rock song, right? It's so it's kind of like cheesy in the lyrics and stuff and predictable, but I think that's what makes it so great. The strongest part of the song is the development. So we got what? I know it. Scott knows it. Carlos like half knows it.
I don't think I know it.
Your yearly neighborhood like cookout, dad with the beer grilling,
Yeah, the centrist
one of those.
with the grill. I'm just trying to grill.
Like neo-tribalistic political
I'm
meetings.
just trying to grill.
So for me, gonna be "Bring It On Home to Me" by Sam Cooke. Now this song had a little bit of a revival thanks to Disney and Marvel with Guardians of the Galaxy. But Sam Cooke is my favorite soul artist, and his voice is absolutely magical. Yeah, no, this song, very emotional.
Great song.
I hope you guys like it.
Wonderful piece of music. So this is a song that I have not actually heard before, but despite not having heard it before, it's a song I can very easily enjoy before. It's so like friendly and warm and inviting. Maybe the lyrics aren't so happy, but the overall mood of the song is
very nice
and friendly.
I've definitely heard it before because I've seen both parts of Guardians of the Galaxy. What part? To imagine where this took place in the movie, probably during like an execution or something.
Let me paint the picture. 1950s, war is done. You're grabbing a milkshake.
Hey, which war is done? This is wars in the 50s too. Shit.
Got some activists. Got some.
I guess it won't paint the picture. You're in your convertible.
The strip, the boulevard.
Grabbing a milkshake. This is a song that you
hear. Yeah, I just like the first time I heard the song, I was like, shit. Vibrations go crazy with this one. Like, I would compare the to a summer's day. Like, that's what it feels like. It seemed like anyone that has ever listened to it has been able to at least appreciate it. So I feel like for me, that was why it's a classic.
Yeah, I've heard this.
Don't remember it at all, like in the movies. So.
Yeah, I watched it with the sound off. So.
I actually hate sound.
I'm gonna pick a Logic song. I think. No, I'm gonna.
Perfect. Which of the 100?
This is one of my favorites by The Clash. It is "Train in Vain." 3, 2, 1, go.
enjoyed it. I didn't know that I knew it, but I know it. Incredible groove. I don't think any of us stopped moving the entire whatever.
This is a great song, classic, absolute classic song. It's so like so Clash, so like pop rock almost.
Punk rock.
I love
It's punk rock.
Yeah, that was. I honestly forgot it already. Yeah, no, it was good. It was a good. I've actually never heard of. I thought they were gonna be like a little more abrasive.
They're not that hard. They're honestly trash. Yeah, I think it's probably no one really knows the name of that song, Train in Vain. It's actually kind of a genius name for what the song is about, and also that it literally sounds like a train. I mean, love the lyrics on this song, and I love the emotional delivery.
So we got three previously listened people for this one. Damn, Crows.
Do I win? Do I
Like,
win?
You
win.
won, yeah.
You're up to bat. You're
I
on.
hope some of you guys know this one. We're gonna do a song called Jesus, etc. by Wilco.
Wilco. That's like
I
my
didn't think
dad
you'd be a
type
Wilco
shit.
fan. Yeah.
Late '90s, early 2000s, like alternative rock.
Alt
Folk, you
indie
mean?
country,
You mean like
southern
folk?
rock.
Yeah, kind of folk. There's like 3 members of the group that are from a country. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
I was
Carlos did not
breathing
mute his
out
mic
like
either.
that.
Jeez. This is a song that I have not heard before. At least I cannot not right off the bat and throughout the like kind of muted texture that like just about all the instruments offer. The withdrawn and held back, which I liked a lot.
Like stepping aside of an Ugg slipper,
A slipper with flower petals in it or something.
jumping into some like water that in the middle of summer just it's like refreshing, and it was very soothing to listen to. I can totally like see the appeal to the song and why it will stand the test of time, like why it has and why it will continue to.
Great lyrics. I love the tongue-in-cheek, title and nature of the track. Kind of like carefree, like he said, like just playing random chords or whatever, or something like that, or like.
Yeah, this
Carlos,
is
I hope you guys know this song. And
Yeah.
It's
I gotta
pretty
I gotta
famous.
fix my
I don't know
AC.
how I haven't heard
It's
it.
very famous.
Do we need to
This
check our
is
privilege?
probably the song that I've listened to the most throughout my entire music career.
Career.
Yeah, my freaking every time I go platinum, I always go back to this.
for inspiration.
I don't know what it is about this song. It might be just like a somber mood or just.
It's gonna be a song by the Rolling Stones, the most classic band of all time.
Never heard
Can
of
You
them.
Hear Me Knockin', off the album Sticky Fingers.
You can't I'm asleep on that
Yeah,
song.
if you want,
Good, great, even. Some
Oh.
could call it a classic. Stung with some of the like just one string, just it was very nice.
Yeah, definitely a classic tune.
tunes and records.
My favorite Rolling Stone
Such a
record.
boomer.
Yeah, always love Mick Jagger. Love his delivery, his energy, and I love that saxophone.
I'm gonna have to go half and half on the listen because definitely heard that like "Can You Hear Me Knocking" lick, but I don't remember there being a sax like solo. You'll slide on that, but it was fire. I love the.
No, you definitely heard it. Yeah.
First
No,
part, you probably didn't
no,
realize
no,
it was the same
Carlos.
song.
I've heard it.
Yeah, I've heard it.
Half.
It was good. I love the sax.
I heard the first half, then I shut it off. It was trash.
I really snapped with that one.
No, that's like such an iconic guitar riff. I think in the beginning, the first section, obviously there's 2 very distinct sections, which I think are both really strong.
I guess now the buck is stopping me.
The car is
And,
that you're the horse and the car has come before you.
So I'm gonna go with the song "Down on the Corner." Creedence Clearwater Revival. The only reason I'm not picking "Fortunate Son" is just because it's been memed into oblivion. Well, yeah, so CCR started in San Francisco, and despite that start, they started making Southern rock perfect. Golf music, just so you know. If you play this at any golf course, you're going to get a lot of likes.
All the boomers will be like, good choice.
And Tuesday.
It's Tuesday, isn't it?
The day before WooBack. I don't think I've like said anything in this video. That song is definitely a classic. The cowbell was.
Oh my
I
god.
don't know what to say. Like the cowbell's fire, his voice is fire. Load up the Vietnam movie now. Like Jesus Christ, let's go.
Yeah, I love Creedence Clearwater Revival. That's one of those songs where, like, I think I've heard it. I must have heard it before because my dad used to always play CCR Greatest Hits.
Playing.
I was actually reading about John Fogerty last night. He's the singer, and he's like the songwriter, the main songwriter. And he wrote these songs. He'd never been to the South. Iconic Southern rock songs that he'd never even been to the
He's on some
South,
Drake
which is
shit.
pretty cool. He just like knew how to do it.
He's on some Drake shit, just stealing shit from people.
A little bit of edge on it. I mean, you know, not so perfect in his singing, but it gives it a lot more character.
Sorry, I'm laughing. I'm just thinking about Vietnam. Vietnam movie, the helicopter flying. I'm sorry.
No, I feel like if you've watched football on a Sunday, you've seen Cialis commercials with this song in it. Like it has to be in there.
Oh yeah.
It's just a classic.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, I've heard this one.
Oh, okay.
So
So
we
we've
all
all,
know this
we've
one.
all
That
heard
hits
it.
a grand slam.
I've
on
seen
that
Full
one.
Metal Jacket. Come on.
Oh my god.
I've seen Die Hard. You just name any action movie. I've seen Die Hard, bro.
Any,
Come on. I heard
Vietnam movie.
Second pick. I feel like we've done a lot of classic rock. I was gonna do another rock sort of tune, but I think I'm gonna go with some UGK hip hop, classic Southern hip hop. Or it's called "One Day" is the song, their most famous song. All right, 3, 2, 1. Stop the cap.
Guitar loop was like the perfect mood for that song. I was unreal. I never heard it before. It was great. I love the singing and the chorus. Everyone had great flows on there. I mean, it's like just classic hip hop song. I feel way cooler listening to it. Like once the song ended, I was like, wow, I'm not as cool as I was in 2 seconds.
Yeah, I'm so suddenly so lame.
That's kind of true, yeah.
It's like a weird juxtaposition of like the lyrical matter, like raw, but then like the loop is like uplifting and like kind of looking forward. I haven't heard it before, so that means it's not a classic.
Really sad. I was just listening. Honestly, just put me in a sad mood. It sucks that. I mean, death will always be relevant, but especially now in this context, it sucks. But the loop was like as smooth as butter. That guitar loop was so good. The tambourine was so clean, and then the snare was probably like my favorite percussion instrument.
The Southern hip hop always, I like the sounds. I mean, obviously they won out in, you know, how hip hop beats sound now. I mean, basically like all trap is basically derivative of like this sound, just how clean it is, how, you know, punchy and catchy these drums are.
When he started singing, I was like, oh.
The like last minute or so where they're just like, it's just like outro and they're like noodling around with ad-libs and stuff. That was great.
We are going to do a song called Crystallized by the XX, the England-based kind of electronic alternative.
Every single picture, it's like,
I had heard this song before.
Impressive.
Yes, I got one.
Yeah. Black and white on the album cover.
What do you want?
The tandem of the vocalists, they pair really, really well together, especially in the song. Now let's slow it down and then it
Slow it down,
again.
yeah.
Like it's really cool. I really like this one.
I liked the vocalists a lot, especially towards the end when they were singing at the same time but singing different lines. I thought that was pretty cool, and it's probably not easy to do that. Blunter, you know, softer tone of the guitars and stuff a lot.
I guess it was about escaping drugs or something like that, but I liked the tone. It was very intimate, the way they sang together, and it felt unique, even though it was some ideas that I had heard before, but it still felt unique.
They used that like feedback, like technique that sounds kind of like wind, you know, in the beginning and towards like one of the choruses, stuff like that. That was a cool effect. Even though it's something that's been done before, I thought it was well used.
Yeah, I like it when there's like two singers and they're both each ear, and it sounds really cool. And they like both hit the same pitches, but they also have their distinct voices, so you can obviously tell who's who. Female, that was really
Kind of
cool.
like Be Happening.
Yeah, in a sense, this was a little Be Happening inspired in
I
the
would
way
say.
that none of it was.
Brits, of course. Of
That
course,
is
they,
stupid.
Of course, they would just rip off the happening and don't
British
even credit
people.
them.
All right, so that's gonna do it for this week's
Gonna.
playlist. We'll be
Gonna.
back. We'll be back in about 3 or 4 weeks with the next one.
Yeah.
Let us know how many of these songs you knew before you listened to them in this video.
Yeah, I mean, if you can tell what they sound like from the 300 speed version of it, then let me know.
But you gotta put a picture of Gunna every time they say Gunna.
I am gonna share this video with someone else who will also subscribe to us. We'll have t-shirts at some point. I promise.
Bye.